But in that perspective, I wrote a song for my wife, and it was about that endurance, that commitment, that love that I know so much of us feel, whether it's from family or from friends, or just from this great organization, the ability to support each other. And I wrote this for my wife, and I wish she could be here because I'd score some great points. But I like to sing it anyway because I know many of you can relate to this. Since the day that we met, you've been a mystery. You started me guessing the moment that you kissed me. There's so much about you I still can't believe. Did you find you were falling like I had been falling for you? Were you counting the days before seeing my face? Tell the truth. Does love like this really just happen? Baby, forgive me for asking. How could it be? You wanted me. Angels like you don't come through my world. Baby, you need to know what you did to me, girl. You made me love you so much that it hurts. Did you find you were falling like I had been falling for you? Were you counting the days before seeing my face? Tell the truth. Does love like this really just happen? Baby, forgive me for asking. How could it be? You wanted me, and now I'll never be the same. Could never go back again to being who I was before I found your love for me. Did you find you were falling like I had been falling for you? Were you counting the days before seeing my face? Tell the truth. Does love like this really just happen? Baby, forgive me for asking. How could it be? You wanted me. You wanted me. You wanted me. So much. I'm anxious to hear these guys. Thanks for letting me chew your ear off, being the curbside prophet. But I can't help being on my soapbox for a bit because I feel so blessed and just grateful to be here because life is a miracle and life's a blessing. So thank you and allowing me to be here.
Thank you, David. And if you have any questions for him later, there'll be a chance to ask them. I do want to especially thank WebMD, who's filming this forum today, and And there's many vendors out in the expo, so please afterwards stop by and see them. They have lots of information. Now, we're going to go on with the next part of our program and let everybody introduce themselves and what they have with MS, starting with Nancy Davis. She's why we're all here.
I'm so grateful that everybody's here today. We had our big Race to Race MS event last night, and we raised lots of money to help fund these wonderful panel of doctors here. And this is what everything we do is all about. This is the nuts and bolts. Some people don't realize what it is. This is the most amazing group of doctors and an amazing group of people here who have MS, who are all advocates and getting the word out there. A long time ago, 20 years ago, I was diagnosed with MS, and at that time there was really no known cause, no cure, no drugs on the market, not even a unified sort of therapy to help people deal with their MS. Because of the generous group of everybody that supports our event, and because we're able to put that money into the hands of this most brilliant group of doctors who have operated in the philosophy that we will always communicate and never duplicate each other's research. I believe we are where we are today. There's now 7 drugs on the market with FDA approval. Many coming through the pipeline. They will tell you those. I am not a scientist. I don't want to get it all wrong because I will. I am doing very well, or they told me I would never walk again. 20 years ago, I'm walking. I have my black belt in karate. I ski. I play tennis. I'm stressed out. I get to do everything. And I have 5 children, and that is the greatest blessing in my life. I'm forgive my voice. I've been talking too much lately. I'm living the dream. I'm living a good life. I have great friends that are here, great supporters, and thank you every single person who contributes to this, because it's the sum of all those parts that's bringing us to where we are. I am bound and determined. I was asked this question like 10 times last night. Do you really think it's possible to find a cure for MS? And I said, I wouldn't even dream of doing this event and taking on this if I didn't believe it's true. The person being diagnosed today with MS, there's a really positive future for you. That hopelessness is now replaced by hopefulness. And I genuinely feel we are going to find a cure. Everybody's got different kinds of MS. You're going to hear about that today. It's not all the same, and there's different drugs to deal with different kinds of MS. So thank you for being here. And each of the doctors, and everybody's going to talk, and everybody's going to take about 2 minutes, so we'll get it going quickly. You can pass questions up here. Dr. Hauser is going over the questions, and sometimes somebody might ask the same question a couple times, so it'll be answered by one person. If your question didn't get answered, please come up afterwards and ask anybody anything you want. Thank you for being here. I will start with, Teri. We heard about David. We love David. David, by the way, thank you. You are such an inspiration to everybody. I love it. You have everybody in tears every time.
Sorry about that.
You're just, you really, you've encompassed the attitude I think that everybody needs to have. I'm a very proactive person, and I believe that your attitude is such a key element in getting better. If you feel really sorry for yourself and you stay at home and you why me, I think that's a bad recipe to doing well with MS. I think being positive, even that's really hard, to do in light of what's happening in your life. It's the key ingredient to make all the other things and the good medicine happen and work for you. Then let me start with Teri Garr, who is an amazing group woman. She'll tell you all about herself. So, Teri, talk about your daddy awards and stuff.